Hello, and welcome back to some more Prehistoric Hunt. I just had a cussing fit because of several things all going on at once. Okay. Apparently, if you have a steering wheel hooked up to your system or any kind of flight stick or anything, this game will pick up on that and claim it's an Xbox controller, and you cannot play this game with the mouse and keyboard if it's detected. If it is detected, you have to shut the game down, you have to unhook everything, and then go back in with only the keyboard and the mouse hooked up. Now, I done that, but it still popped up. I already had unhooked everything, and when I went back in to try it, I rebooted and everything. When I went back in to try it, it would not work still. I had to go into options. I had to go, and now it's not right here. If you go into controls, from the main menu, I had to activate secondary active and exit out and go back in and unactivate it to get it to work. But if you have any kind of joystick or anything hooked up, and say for some reason it's giving off any kind of signal, apparently the down on the D-pad on the steering wheel was giving some sort of signal for some reason, which I think I know why anyway. But when G-Hub updates, the steering wheel starts acting crazy until you update it. It's like they put out something and anything connected to G-Hub screws up until you update G-Hub. And it was working just fine before the update appears, but as soon as that update appears, if you don't update, it's going to be crazy. So that's how I fixed it. You make sure nothing else is hooked up. Go in to your options from the main menu, check this, exit the game, go back in, uncheck this, exit the game, and come back in, and it should be here. Now, hopefully we've got stuff going. But let's have some fun hunting some damn dinosaurs, y'all. I am absolutely, not up for much crap today. I'm going to tell y'all, if I am live, talk to me on here. Do not, absolutely, if I am live, do not message me on Facebook Messenger. That is reserved for my aunt if she needs me, or my mom if there is an emergency or something and somebody needs me. That is reserved for that. If you are messaging me on Facebook Messenger while I'm live and working and I tell you that I am live, then if you keep on, I'm going to mute you where I cannot ever get your messages unless I personally look for them. And I'm not going to do that. So if y'all want to continue to talk to me on there, you talk to me in here first when I'm live. And then you can, if I ask you to send me something on there, that's fine. You might send 1 or 2 messages, but do not send me 100 freaking messages over and over and over on there. Bad. One of them is you constantly doing that. And then there's several other people that do it. Stop doing it. My mama does it too, and I have to get on her. Let's see where we are with this, because okay. We don't care really if it's a great score or not. So, I'm going to let y'all know what I am doing here. We are going to be on Moreau Island for probably about an hour. Be on Moreau Island about an hour, probably. We're looking for rares. If I don't have a A job for them, a contract for them, I'm not going to shoot them. They should die. That was a... Not sure what that was. Last time we come out here, we had some issues. Strange issues, but issues. When we come out, we had this issue to where there were Rexes up here, and it never would give me show me that the Rex was up here with the contract. It always picked a different one, even though that one was standing right there and he was waiting on me. And every time I would go up that way, he would attack me. It was kind of wild. The Rexes have gotten out of hand on this game. That's some sort of carnivore, but I don't know exactly what it is. I'm going to go over here. Now, I am going to tell y'all this 100%. If we see something like an albino or something like that, like a bracky, we're going to get the bow, and we're going to try to shoot that thing with the bow. I'm also moving my microphone back in front of me a little bit. I've been having it off to the side over here, and I've had some people complaining that it doesn't sound right, so I'm going to try setting it right here. Y'all let me know if it sounds better here or if it sounds worse here or what. I don't want to be right up on it like this because it overpowers it. But back here is a little bit better, I think. Now, Pachycephalosaurus is something that I really would like to get some different colors on. They're so hard to actually get. I've seen one piebald the entire time I've been playing. And Miss Dolphin, sorry about that rant, but I am just so fed up with shit sometimes. And it's just, people don't understand how much stress I am under, how much anxiety it creates for them to act like words I can't say on here. It's all about them. You know, there's 3 people already done me with shit like that today. Just that all about them attitude and get mad at me about stupid shit, and I'm tired of it. Oh. So I watched a movie on Netflix yesterday called Metal Lords about about several high school students wanting to, or they were starting a band, and it was actually really good. I enjoyed it a lot. This is a rare. For now, no. Let's go with that. I would say I would sit right here and watch down there and stuff, but to be honest with y'all, if you're not careful, a Rex will come over there and he will come right up to you and get you, and you, with the way that their footsteps are now, you barely hear them. It's crazy. So I went on and I just deleted the start of the last streamer and just weren't working because I was ranting pretty bad. How much time have I got? 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Okay. Okay. That's a ragdoll if I ever seen one. And I am a giver. I give and give and give. And people try to take advantage of that, and they take and take and take, and then they get pissed off at you when... What is that? That is a carnivore for sure. Anyway, and like I said, I'm not trying to call any names or anything, but there was 3 people today that's already done shit like that with me, and I just can't take it. I think he might have just went down. I guess not. And there are a lot of people now who are saying the same things. The dinosaurs need to give you more money for non-contract dinosaurs. I understand that there's contracts and all, but up the contracts and up the amount you get from these. Okay. That Triceratops is coming back. So we'll go check him out, actually. How many is that? 2? So that was definitely the other thing. Now there's one there. Okay, he's in the water. We'll go get him. Yeah. All right. The reason I'm targeting Ankylosaurus and I've got Giga up here, Ankylosaurus and Triceratops is I need specific ones of all of those guys. I'm going to look and see if... Yeah, here. I've got my Dino Variations thing up. And I've got one. It's called Checklist and Scores. And it is... it's got everything I need on there, basically. But like Triceratops, I need a melanistic. I believe the Ankylosaurus, I need a albino. With the Giga, I need an albino and a melanistic. Is this game dark looking to y'all today? Well, it's 18. It looks darker than normal, though. I think I am actually just going to try to put down everything I come across if possible. Alright, he should die. It looked like it would be 2 good shots. Our Rex is over there. Oh yeah, he's down. Hunting everything, and I had said I was just going to hunt certain things, like whatever's on my things here, but in all honesty, it's calming me down to hunt whatever I see. Miss Dolphin, you said your eye is feeling better. I'm happy about that. He damn didn't get very far at all, did he? I know what you mean. I will sleep sometimes, and when I turn over, my eye will get hung open on my pillow. Oh, it hurts. It'll take 2 or 3 days for it to stop being sore and stop being puffed up and wanting to close. And then same thing when I take a shower, I'm always getting soap in my eyes. And like my right eye right now is a little bit sore from soap. I guess it was yesterday or day before yesterday. So last week, I called that class I was supposed to take, and I told them that I was not feeling good and my aunt was not feeling good and I couldn't make it that time. I said, but I am going to go on and cancel these classes because I just don't have the time to do them. And with my schedule, the way I work and the way that I don't know if I'm going to be awake at that time or not. You know, oh my gosh. But yeah, just, it was wild. They never acknowledged my message at all. And they kept calling me over and over. And then this morning, their secretary calls me. And I even talked to... my doctor. Is that a melanistic one? So anyway, this morning they call and wake me up. They call my aunt. And I'm like, why in the world did they call her? But so they called my aunt, And she's calling me, you need to come down here and talk to them. And I'm like, I done told them that I canceled my class. And so I get on the phone and she's like, I'm probably not your favorite person right now. And I'm like, well, you keep calling and I've already canceled my class. I said, I called 2 different numbers, the numbers I was given, and left messages that I canceled my class because I wouldn't be able to make it. And I said, on top of that, 100%, I was told by my doctor, I said, I talked to my doctor on Tuesday, and she told me that she no longer thought I needed the class. And yes, it was a good thing that I had canceled it. She didn't think I needed to do it. And she's like, so you're really canceling on us? And I'm like, yes. I said, she says, okay, just confirming you're canceling the class. I said, yes. And she says, okay. But it was like she was really nice until I said I was canceling. And then it was like, she acted like I was wasting her time. But the thing is, I already told them last week, they're the ones wasting their own damn time, you know? That it kind of ticked me off that they kept doing that. And I thought all of the people I dealt with up there were very nice. And that's why I didn't want to waste their time. That's why I called them last week to let them know. After she found out I was canceling. But the thing is, they should have known, because it was her number that I called. It was her direct personal voicemail at their office, and the guy that I had seen and talked to, it was his voicemail, and I left a message on both of them, you know. And then he's been calling me and trying to email me and text me and shit. And I'm like, I've already canceled that shit. I'm not responding to that. My aunt's going to pick up anything, though. I had an old woman call me yesterday, and she said, hello? I said, hello. I said, who is this? And she says, who is this? And I said, what do you mean, who is this? I said, you called me. I called my house. I said, no, you didn't. This is my house. Now, I have somebody, I have an eye doctor that's supposed to be calling me to set up an appointment. And basically, I've got to answer if somebody calls right now. So I usually don't answer the phone at all. So that's why she answered. Ooh, I heard it. Did he come out here closer? But I'm free of that junk. When I talk to my doctor now, my doctor is my aunt's doctor too. So when I take my aunt, I might say something like, I might say, by the way, this is an update or something, and she's happy about that. But it's not like a full doctor visit. But I told her, I said, I just wanted to let you know. I said, you might be mad at me, but I canceled my class because I honestly felt like it was not a good thing for me. It was not a good fit. I said, she said, well, I'm not mad about it. I'm actually okay with that because you have a grasp on what you need to do. Obviously, you understand what's going on. You have a grasp on it, and you're doing really good. And I said, okay. And she says, if somebody wasn't doing as good as you are, I would tell them they needed to go. But now that I've seen how well you have done, I'm not mad about it at all. I don't think you need the class. I said, okay. So she says, you're just as well to cancel it because then nobody has to pay for a bunch of classes. I said, yeah, or that they don't need. Something doesn't like that I'm shooting. That looked like an albino one, the reason I was shooting at him, but I don't know where he went. I don't think it is. I'm not sure, though. I've heard something. I don't know what it was. I was hoping that Rex would come this way. I think I could go to the forester's boat and get over in this way and maybe get him, though. He's out right there, so I might be able to go out that way, but there's probably a Rex out there, and I'll probably die, so we'll chance it. So also on Tenebrous Island, they have changed where the Rexes are, which we did see last time, but they have completely screwed up a lot about Tenebrous Island with the way that they changed stuff. If I'm going out here and I drop stuff, I want it to be stuff that I can just replace easily. I don't want to be able to drop a weapon or anything like that, so. And with Rexes constantly in this area now, I'm getting so close to the radio tower, I don't necessarily even like going this way. Now, on their Discord, they've got that the clothing does not help your visibility or sound. But if I don't have this outfit on and I'm walking like this crouched, I have that little half open eye icon. So it absolutely does as far as that's concerned. You see it says I'm silent as well. If I don't have this outfit on, I'm not silent when I do that. And I have tested that. So I think that they have updated that, or they don't realize it's actually working. It said that it's not working right now, but people want it to fuss. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does. It works. Okay. So Saturday, my mom should be able to start chatting with us again. Her internet, first her phone line went out, and then it took them 2 weeks to get her phone back on. And now her internet and phone has went back out within a week after they fixed it. And they said, oh, it'll be 10 days. She says, I've had enough. I don't blame her a bit. I had enough with them a long time ago. If y'all live in an area that has Brightspeed or CenturyLink, do not ever, ever get them. They are the worst of the worst. And what's bad is they used to be a great company, and whoever took over, he he got in trouble for selling off all their copper. They announced that they were moving away from landlines in favor of internet type lines and stuff. And yeah, he got in trouble for that. I thought it was funny. It said that that CenturyLink was required to sell out to another company, which became Brightspeed, because he done that. I know the last time that we had to have any kind of service from them, they waited 2 months, I think it was, and they kept saying, well, we don't have any line to repair it. Turned out lightning had struck our power pole outside, and it burned our internet wire in half at the pole. They didn't even have to have any wire. They just spliced it back together. And we waited 2 months for them to get wire because that guy sold off all of their wiring for the copper. That was probably a good shot on him. No, non-vital. I'm in a very dangerous location. You get Gigas, Rexes, and Spinos up in here. Raptors as well. Alright, he's not going down, I guess. If he does, I might come back and get him. I might leave him. Okay, just making sure I got my keybind to what I need it to be. I think that's... Oh, there he is. I got him. Okay. Yep, I got them both. Okay, I know what that is. Trying to entice them in. I'm out of ammo, out of ammo. I don't know if that's him. I saw a different one. I thought I saw two of them. One of them looked like a piebald. I don't know if it was the same one and I just seen it wrong or what. I'm assuming that's him, but... Common. That's him. Okay. About to be daylight anyway. What's you doing, little man? This little boy is so happy when he can just sit right here beside me. Now, that might be something to go for, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Now, there's a Spinosaurus on my island over here again. I am drawing near the end of what I need to do, or my allotted time for this island. It looks like maybe we can get this Spino and then we'll go to the next island. I'm giving myself an hour on each island, and then we're probably going to switch over to another game. I don't know if we'll do Farm Sim or what. I do want to do Witness Protection, but I may need to set up a little for it. And I had some people fussing at me about doing my Witness Protection stuff. So I just don't know what I want to do. Like, I don't want to see that. And you know what? I don't care, really. The chat asked me to do the live recording, so that's why we're doing Witness Protection. The live roleplay recording. If y'all don't like that, I get it. It's fine. But the reason that we do it is so y'all can see a behind the scenes look at what goes into making y'all's videos. And now, I don't make videos like anybody else. Mine are a completely different beast from anybody else out there. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And y'all asked for it. Some of y'all asked for it. So that's why I was doing Witness Protection. But I had planned to do 10 episodes. And I got to tell y'all, we're going to have more episodes than that, because I'm really, really enjoying that map. It's a really cool map now, and after that last update, they fixed a lot of stuff on it, and I really enjoy it. I've enjoyed so much about these different things. I am recording a story series right now, and I did delete the New Frontier Challenge, but I can put that back in. I did back up all of my stuff. He's over here. I can back it up, or I backed it up, and I deleted them to give myself room for other stuff. He's on the bridge. So apparently the Spinosaurus doesn't get in the water and cross after you if you shoot it. It will only cross if it's in the water to start with, which doesn't make any sense. He's getting closer, though. I seen. Hit him in the tail. Y'all, he might actually get me. I can't hit shit from that far. Alright, he's behind that. I'm going to have to be careful. We dropped him. We spent a lot of ammo on him. I'm sure he's it. Yeah. Two seconds. Stomach telltale. Okay, so yeah, that first hit was a good hit. Where he's at is not good. I don't want to go after him. All right, let's go ahead and fly back. And we'll turn in stuff and we'll go to the next area. You know what? What kind is he? I need to check him right quick. He's just a common. Look at that tongue, y'all. Wow. Where did he go? Okay. We will turn in stuff here. We definitely need to buy some ammo. Yep. All right. I just want to run over here really quickly just to make sure I don't see any rares. What I want to do is just look in this direction right here. Now, in between maps, I'm going to take a quick break. So, all right. I will be back in just a few minutes. Just give me a minute. All right, sorry. Okay. Tenebrous. Now, for Tenebrous, we're going to have some different stuff going on. I'm going to attempt to look for some flyers. I'd like another quits, maybe. We might end up going for stegos because I just have never found as many as I needed to, so. I still swear I thought I was level 19 at one point. We do have a Rex right here, but I don't think that they'll ever come all the way over here. I don't know if they're still coming this way or not, to be honest with you. They're on the other side of that hill, and I don't think that they actually come down here anymore. So you can't get them out here, which in a way makes it okay, but this is actually a safe place, and I'm not upset about that. Let's take a shot at the top of the mountain. It's right there. If he's coming. Okay. Hopefully he'll make it down here. I have a feeling the reason that they moved them was because that they kept going under the water and they couldn't figure out how to make them stop. I don't know that, but I kind of have that feeling. Oh, he's right in here now. That was definitely a good shot on him. There's another one up there. I can't see him down here anymore. There he is. He died. I knew it. He's stuck. Woo, I thought he got me. Okay, we have a problem. You're kidding? There's actually still one over here? Okay. Sarco. There's a Sarco over here too. Okay. So that's wild that there's Rex down here, because I haven't seen a Rex come down this horn, this peninsula at all in a while. I've only seen them in this area and over here. So I don't know, maybe they expanded them from here to here, and they don't go here now? I don't really know. But if we went to the power plant, we might could find out what we got going on here. So we're gonna go till about 2:30 on the 2 hours and 30 minutes stream time on this map. Okay. I do think I'd like to go to the satellite, but it might be a mistake at the same time, so we'll have to see. Because I know that there were Rexes around here, and there's aloes around here as well. There were Sarcos around here, but apparently they have removed the Sarcos from this area, was what somebody was telling me. I don't know if they have or not, but I always found it kind of odd that the Rexes were confined to just that little area. So if they've moved, I don't mind that. But also now, Sinornithosaurus is now in this area too. And I think that's one reason people are saying not to come over here anymore. Sinornithosaurus. There's a Sarco up there. We'll probably go to the port and hunt down some Stegosaurus. There's something stomping around. The last time I came over here and I was sitting up here, I had an Allosaurus that popped up over here. I shot him. Another one popped up over here. I shot at him and he got away. He never did come back. And I ended up, I had to go to that hill and I shot 3 more of them down at the bottom of that hill. Give me 1 second while I'm sitting here. I believe that's an Allosaurus. I honestly don't know if I want to play this much more right now. I love this game, but I've had so many problems with it that I don't like playing it all that much anymore. Yes. There's a Rex there, and then there's a tracked dinosaur there. That is a Brachy. And I do not see my quets over here at all. We got one right there. That sounds like an Allosaurus. I guess we'll just go stego hunting. How much does that? It weighs 8. The weapon's way too much. Miss Dolphin, what other game would you want us to play? I don't know. I just am not feeling like hunting dinosaurs now. It is hot in here. I have been wanting to play a few other games, and I think that we should start them. I've done a lot of stuff with the farming simulator here recently, so I don't think it would be a bad thing to start something else. Okay, we've got those guys over here now. We can do Ship Graveyard 2. We could do Dinosaur Fossil Hunter. I've got some other games that are more like they're like job stuff, but they don't have a clear end they don't have a end goal set. I have pretty much done everything I can do with that right now. I can do stuff with it, but I'm not really in the mood for that. I need something I can just sit back and relax with, and this is, although I enjoy hunting on this game, it can get to where it's a bit tense sometimes, especially on this island, and I'm just not looking for tense right now. I do want to get this Stegosaurus, though. I can get 2 of them if I do that one. God knows there was one beside of me I didn't see, and he killed me, the little bastard. Where did it put me? Way over here? You're kidding me. I did not see him at all. There's actually one right here somewhere, too. Took all of my damn ammo. I hate that it takes your ammo. I'm not the only one that feels like that. There are so many people that are constantly saying, hey, I would play your game more if I didn't lose all my shit when I died. We would run into danger head first. Little bastard. Eat it! Don't you dare! No! Where are you at? Eat it! I get that from Borderlands. there's something else out here. Push him out of the way. All right. They're over there. Track dinosaurs here. If I killed a rare, I didn't know it. I know I got that Thalassodromeus that was a rare, but I've already got one of those. All right, I'm going to make the decision that we're going to go on and just travel back. We're just going to run back, and when we're back over there, we'll end this here. I'm sorry I'm not playing more of it. Mostly people on the archive will want to see it, and I'm sorry I'm not playing more of it today. I'm just not feeling it. I'm really upset about the fact that I can't have my frickin' steering wheel hooked up while and cut it off in game to be able to play the game. It just irritated me beyond measure, and I don't know. They need. I know that they're putting in more controller support for this game because they want to put it on console, which will be great. I'd love to play it on console when it comes out, and I'll tell y'all, I probably will. That's still a long ways away, if you ask me. They need to go a long ways with this game before they do that. There's a lot that they really need to change in this game. One thing is losing your damn inventory like we were talking about. If it weren't for that, I would take so many chances. I would hunt so much with the bow and stuff like that and not worry if I died. You know, I would always be able to go back and get where I was going and all that and pick up my stuff. It wouldn't matter, and I would be happy about that. But another thing is that they need to spawn you directly at the closest outpost instead of, well, maybe spawn you close to where you're at. Right now, they spawn you way too far away. We're going to go ahead and claim nothing here, so I'm just going to put this back up. Not going to bother with that, and I need to grab 2 of these, actually. The reason I ran here was because I want to go over here. And I want to see if there's another Rex around here before I leave. And there's a Rex down there. Okay. So that's a normal place for a Rex to be. I think they've changed a few things with this last update, too. About, like, they added Rexes back to this area, maybe. But okay. What we got? Oh! A tracked one. I don't want to... It'll say... Well, you know what? Yeah, go for it. Unable to start. Alright. Anyway. We're going to end this here. I just want to relax. So, if y'all are watching the archive, thank you for being here. I'm not fussing about the game. I'm enjoying it, but I am ready to play something else. So, for those of you watching the archive, I'll see y'all next time.